Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Sorry I've been out for a while. We had technical difficulties, got it all straightened out. Now I'm back to making videos and back to making shorts off my phone. Whew, what a mess. But the bottom line is we're back, we're doing. I'm doing. Anyway, during the time I was down and out on the technical difficulties, I started and continued making a cardboard template with tag board, and I'm going to try some foam board too because I'm kind of wanting to experiment with that. The console for Miss Cheyenne, the 1998 Chevy Cheyenne, which I call Miss Cheyenne. And that way, what I'm planning on doing after I'm done making this console is disassembling it easily, carefully, transfer it to metal, cut it out, and then fold where I need to fold, bend on the pipe anvil where I need to bend, and then weld together. So I'm going to start showing you some video of that. And where I am so far, I'm not done, but I'll show you what I have. We'll call this part 1. I'll do a part 2, and then I plan on being transferring to metal after part 2 of the cardboard template, I guess you can call it, and we'll go from there. Alright, so hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and please watch all the way through, because I'm almost positive I have some pretty good tips if you ever want to do something like this. Started making the console piece. This is the bottom, making all the pieces out of cardboard, tag board, poster board, tape. That's how we're going to figure out the pieces that we need. We have everything measured off where everything's the same on each side, same distance. Next step, we will take it to the track and go see how it fits. Got it sitting in place. Now the center tunnel is not centered with the truck. It's off to the passenger side a little bit. That's how it's manufactured. So I have it sitting where this console is going to be looking like, and sitting in the center of inside the cab. We will have some extra piece right here. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to cross that bridge later on. We'll figure that out. Okay, I found the angle for my first piece, 24 degrees. So I thought I'd show you guys how I'm making these 24 degree angle pieces to hold the cardboard patterns together for the console I'm making. And 2 pieces and this brace piece. These are paint sticks, the quart paint sticks and the gallon paint sticks. So I take my pieces that I made, drop it in the slot there, drop it in this slot here. This is a jig I made, the 24 degree jig I made. Hot glue gun all warmed up and ready to go. And I dropped some glue down in there, right in the corner here. The only problem is it's not drying real fast, so we gotta wait for it to dry. And then once it dries and hardens up, I come back with one of these pieces, obviously, and glue it down like so. Once that's dried, I cut off the edges and sand them down with some 80 grit, make them smooth, and bam, I have my 24 degree piece that will hold the cardboard together. So I'm gonna make 2 more, well actually 1 more. I want 3 altogether, and then we'll move on to the next dimension. A little design feature as I go. I'm going to be removing all this right here on both sides, and I made a pattern. This is the shape I'm going to be cutting out and then transferring to here, as well as the top piece where the cup holders are. And I just don't want square. I want some shape and character to this. So we're gonna make this shape and make it happen. All right, thought I'd show you a little bit. I'm gonna have to call it a day. This is a long process. I only get to work on it a few hours a day. But anyway, no complaints here. I'm making progress. I'm pretty pleased. We have the 24 degrees there. The stick's all mounted down. The reason why it's taped down is because once I get my shapes and all the completed, the patterns completed, I'm gonna take the tape off and then transfer these patterns to metal and then weld the metal together. But as you can see, we got that figured out. The shape and the curves that are going to be there. I still need to transfer it over to the cup holders part, but that's going to have to be at a later time. Just wanted to show you where we stand right now and how it's coming. Alright, so let you see how it's looking so far. We got the 24 degree piece right there all set up, ready to go, so we can move on to the next piece that's going here. I'm not sure what the degree is yet. We still got to work on it. But I put in my side pieces that I made on template, and I made them, in my opinion, too tall now. The reason being is I'm wanting a big swoosh right here, big swish. And in order to get that side piece has to be shortened up, and not in from left to right, but from top to bottom. So I think what I'm gonna do, it don't have to be really tall. I don't want no elbow rest, arm rest, whatever you want to call it. I just want some fancy look. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut that in half, downsize it by half, and I think, I'm almost positive, let's see, I'll get that, yeah, I'll get that swoop I want. Alrighty, so I want to show you how I got this outside skin and this braced up, hot glued some sticks to that. It's going to hold my shape where I want it. Okay, so I had the side pieces cut out. I doubled on the tag board stuff, so that's why I have tape going around all the edges to help stiffen it up as well. Another little feature I wanted to show was how I measured up. This stick is perfectly square, and this will allow me to keep my edges perfectly square. So I made these two side pieces that are going to go obviously on the side of where the top piece is going to be, that has the two cup holders right there. And what I was wanting to do, or what I need to do, is figure out how I'm going around these curves here that I've designed. And the way I'm going to make it the same on both sides is I put a stopper stick right up here where I wanted the edge to start. But instead of damaging these two, I decided that I would make a couple of mock-up ones so I could figure out where I need to make my cuts and bends, and then transfer it over to the two good pieces. I made two because I was thinking I was going to have to do a couple shots at it, And I wound up getting lucky and getting it right the first time. Making it work. And let's see if I can put it together real quick here. And I don't know if you can see it on camera. But what I probably do is just tape it on there and then show you off camera. So let's get ahead and do that real quick. What I did was I made a series of pie cuts along here in order to make my bin that I need. Now I'll take that off, transfer it to this one, which will be for the other side, and then go from there. So there you go, part one of the console cardboard mock-up. I'll finish part two, which will be some more cardboard console mock-up coming up next. And then we'll have a part three where I'll be disassembling it, transferring it to the patterns to metal, and even probably doing some pipe anvil bending on it, as well as some metal brake bending. And then probably part four will be welding, prepping for paint, and painting it, see how it comes out. Haven't figured out a color yet, but I know I want some flake in it. That's just, you know, it probably won't be a permanent color. I'm pretty sure it won't be. But for right now, I want some flake in it. I want to see some bling bling, along with all these shapes that's going to be going on. Oh, heck with it. Just come back to the next one, and the one after that, and the one after that, and I want to see you again, alright? Hit like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. We'll see you later now. Everybody have a good one, huh?